Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome to WEXP 88.3 FM, where we do it better. Sponsored by Eon H2O Water. Perfect hydration, perfectly purified, perfect taste.
What's going on, world? It's your girl, Legendary. I'm live out here in Las Vegas, Nevada. I hope everybody's having a blessed night, blessed evening. Hope your day went well. And I feel blessed that you guys are tuned in to me for my very first blog radio show. You know, it's something new for me, something different. But the reason why I named the show Living Legendary is because, you know, that's what I intend to do with this show. And today I want to introduce myself. It's my very first show, so you got to know a little bit about who you're listening to and what my plans are, because I want us to grow with this experience and be able to live our lives legendary. And so as everybody knows, I am a rapper, singer, songwriter. That is my current occupation, if you will. And most of you know me from my past career. I was a basketball player, and this is a professional basketball player. And this is what inspired me to get the name Legendary, you know, because I get asked that a lot. They're like, you know, why Legendary? So why not? You know, everything that I've done since a kid, even my triumphs and my failures have been legendary. I'll tell you that much. So let me give you a little background. You got 30 minutes to hear me out today. Once I progress with my show, you know, I hope you guys get more interactive, call in, whatever you want to talk about. You know, we'll put it out there. And like I said, we'll build together. Now, legendary. I was one hell of a basketball player, for sure. I started out 5 years old. Father put a basketball in my hands, and I loved it instantly. I mean, that was my boyfriend. I used to sleep with my basketball. I used to go to church with my basketball. I was the little girl, you know, with a dress on and some Jordans. That's how serious it was for me. And, you know, that's when I learned God-given talent. And I realized that God gave me this talent to inspire people and bring people joy with my basketball talent. So by 8 years old, I was the best in the nation. Not bullshitting. I really was. It was pretty amazing to see as I go back and look at the old tapes that I had. I mean, it was incredible what God did for me through basketball. As I got older, number one in the nation in high school, and I was blessed to be the number one recruit. Ended up going to play basketball at Baylor University. Could have went anywhere. Chose Baylor. They just had won their very first national championship. So it was pretty cool experience that I had playing basketball coming up. I was in the Junior Olympics when I was in 11th grade, won an Olympic gold medal there. And like I said, I went to Baylor. Great experience. That's where I did some of my legendary F-ups, mind you. Ended up having to switch schools, got into a little bit of stuff at Baylor, switched schools, and was able to go to a historical black university, HBCU. I was blessed to go to Prairie View A&M. Probably one of the coolest experiences that I've ever experienced. It is a college that's on a slave plantation, and it actually has like original slave towers where the slave masters used to watch the slaves. I mean, it has the slave cemeteries there, and they take you and they haze you there, and it's really scary. But I was able to go there, and once I left Prairie View, God blessed me to play basketball overseas. And with that, I was able to play basketball in some pretty cool places. If you check my passport, it's kind of stamped up. I got to live in Sardinia, Italy, one of the most beautiful places in the world where people go vacation all the time. I started my professional career there. Then I went to my favorite place in the world thus far, Bellinzona, Switzerland. So I was able to play a couple years there, and I was able to play in Finland, coldest place that you could never experience. I live 3 hours from the North Pole, so I got to play there, and I ended my career in 2016 with playing in Sharjah, which is in the United Arab Emirates. I was in the Middle Eastern Women's Olympics, which is, I mean, a blessing to be a part of that, just because with that culture, women don't get a chance to really shine. And to be able to play the sport I love, represent the beautiful city of Sharjah, which is right outside of Dubai, and on top of that, win an Olympic gold medal, that's how you live legendary. So after that, I ended my career, 2016. Ended it on a high note after all the things that I had been through. Now, after the basketball player retires, we kind of don't know what to do. What's our next step in life? It actually gets kind of dark. I'm not going to lie. It's a hard transition from when basketball was the only thing that I knew, the only thing that I loved. I thought I would play basketball forever. I never had major injuries that kept me out. I'm young. I thought I would play basketball forever. So once I retired, it's like, what are you going to do next? Now, being a kid that was raised in the church, a lot of us was raised in the church. And I was raised in the Church of God in Christ, Pentecostal church. And let me tell you, the music, that's what brings people together. So, I was raised singing. My mom had me in the children's choir, youth choir, every choir. I also played drums. I was a little skinny kid with the Jordans on playing the drums when I was younger. So music always has been a huge part of my life. I tell a lot of people when I get interviewed, my uncle is a big influence. His name is Gregory Porter, the biggest name in jazz right now currently. He's going up for his 6th Grammy nomination. If he wins, he'll be 50%, 3 for 6 for his Grammy win. So, I've been surrounded by music my whole life. My dad's cousin is Lena Horne, who is one of the biggest legends, especially in African-American culture. I've got her spirit running through my blood. So I decided that I want to try to take my music to have a voice again, mind you. Because remember, with basketball, I wanted to bring people joy, and it was kind of like my voice. So I transitioned over just recently, actually, this summertime, just started taking music seriously on a professional level. I mean, I've been shocking everybody. There's people who knew me my whole life. Yeah, they knew me. I was in the choir. But most people that knew me, they had no idea that I could actually hold a note. I can actually rhyme. I actually have this quality about me. So it's been a pretty cool journey thus far. And shout out to the Eon Experience. Amazing water, by the way. But they gave me this opportunity to share my story, to share my voice with people. And to me, that's very important. They're doing a lot of amazing things. And I'm glad for the partnership and friendship that I've built with them. You can catch my girl Cece. She has her show. It's called The E-Spot. You can check her out. We're just trying to bring positive stuff to the community. And but yeah, back to my music. I started off actually years ago. One of my closest friends in college, she used to freestyle me. Her name was Birdie B. The girl goes hard. Me, I never took it seriously, so I would, bust freestyles just to make girls laugh. That was my thing. Never really thought about pursuing it. Then I ended up years later recording with one of my other closest friends, actually recording a few songs. And people were like, hey, you actually got some talent. Still really didn't, I'm a professional basketball player, so I'm focused on what country am I going to play in next. But once again, I was able to retire and really say, people actually believe in me with this music. And me being the Olympic mindset athlete that I am, I want to do it. If I want to do it, I'm going to do it. And it's been such a great ride to fill out the music industry. I mean, basketball has nothing on the music industry. I'll tell you that much. Total different ball game. I mean, you would think working out for the Olympics is hard, but that's the easy part. But getting a jump start into this music business, because it's not just an industry, it's a business. You become a business, like Jay-Z said. He's a business, and that's true. And I'm definitely learning what that means, and it's hard work. It's hard work. Sometimes you want to just tap out because there's so much to do. It's like, where do you go? Where do I go? What do I do next? Luckily, I'm blessed to have a manager who can get my stuff together. Shout out, I call her Cookie. Shout out to Cookie, holding it down for me, just trying to get everything in order because she believes in me. And when you have people who believe in you, I mean, you got to do it legendary. That goes back to why I have the name Legendary. What I started doing this summer, I had a tragedy that happened. I call it a tragedy, but a tragedy at this job that I worked at when I live out here in Vegas, and it's given me nothing but opportunity. So I said, let me get in the studio. Let me make these sacrifices. Let me try it out. Let me see what people think. And I went in, wrote my first song by myself, went in the studio, recorded it. It's called Vibes, and it's actually, I'll get good feedback from it. So from there, it's like, then that fire starts to burn. You're like, oh, man, people actually like it? Okay, maybe I can do something with it. So I go back and make another song, singing, mind you. Because, mind you, I sing and I got bars. I'm not set in a box. I can spit a 16 for you, but then, I try to carry a little note or two. Ladies love that. But I wrote this song called Desires. And I'm actually going to play that for you guys. Most people have heard Vibes more, so I'm getting, a few views for that. But I really don't give Desires much play, and I want to, drop that for you guys. I know they've played it a few times on the other stations, but I want to give you guys the opportunity to kind of check my vocals out because, you hear me talking about these things that I've accomplished and, I'm legendary and all this. And I like for my actions to speak. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to play Desires for y'all, and I hope you enjoy it.
Your fire and desire really turns me on. Damn, you get me going. Step into my bedroom, babe. I'ma break you off until the sun comes up. Your body's calling for me. Yeah, we be cutting up. So give me that butter love, yeah. I can never get enough. You got me feeling your lace to the ceiling. Got you booed up, elevating your feelings. Baby, you dope, it's the drug that you're dealing. Kill it, I kill it, I see that you're with it. Let me be your sexual healer. Now that you're here, I got something to say to you, baby. I think you already know. Legendary, I won't stop. Temperature rising to the top. Your fire and desire really turns me on. Damn, you get me going. Step into my bedroom, babe. I'ma break you off until the sun comes up. Your body's calling for me. Baby, babe, oh baby, baby, I want you, I think I need you. It's the freaky shit that you do that got me so in the dive. You got me on this ride. I'm surfing your wave, not playing games. I'll do your body right. Do you have a time? I'll be here for the night, yeah. Let me get you right, body so on fire. I know my way something new. Let me tell you what to do. Baby, just turn them lights low. Get ready for my freak show. Your fire